Today what we're working on here at the shop, we got an old Emglo compressor. We took it out of the fire system over here because it's junk. It does not work. It is broke. So we're going to try to fix it today. And you'll see that I've got a bunch of equipment sitting around that I use all the time, like the tractors and the other tractor and the 2 skid steers, and I've got nailers, I've got floor guns, I've got drills, I've got saws, I've got all kinds of stuff. And a lot of it's because of this right here. I'll find something like this, it's already broke, I'll spend a few minutes with it, play with it, figure out what's wrong with it. 90% of the times I can fix it. Some of the times I have to throw it away. But we're going to do this one today. The first problem is it's 220. I do not have 220. When I work on these houses and stuff in the little town I work on the weekends, I run a generator 99.9% of the time. I have a little gas-powered compressor, but I hate running both of them. It'd be a lot nicer if I could just plug this into my generator as I'm running it. So first thing, I've got to figure out if I can wire this for 110. I've got an old plug here. I'm going to try to wire it up. I'm not sure if I can do it or not. I'm going to try it, and the compressor is bad, so we got to take the compressor off and look at it. But first, I'm going to try to wire it up. I'm going to plug this in here, and we'll see if it blows up or not. Something's working.
Not working?
It's working a little bit, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that the motor is still wired for 220 or 208, and I'm running it on 110 over here on the point side. So I've got to figure out how to move it over here. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so that's what we've done. We took basically this screw out. We took this screw out. And this bar slid this way, locked back in, and I put that screw back in. I'm assuming it needs to be there. I don't know. I'm not an electrician, but we're gonna find out. Hang on. Let me have my assistant hold this. Hold this, Socorro. Socorro, so stem. So stem.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you ready? Maybe explosion. There we go. So we got that up and running. It's got a little more power to turn. You noticed earlier it was real sluggish. There was no it's getting a little bit, but it wouldn't keep the system. So we'll see what we can do here, and we'll be back shortly. Okay. For all due purposes, we need to close this hole off. Okay. Now, I do not want to spend any money on this machine yet because I don't know if it's going to work. Once it works, then we'll start spending money on it. So we need to close this hole up. And the guy that changed it, he put a, I don't know if you can see that, but he put a pair of pipe wrench on it and bent it so it's oval. So, you know, if I had a 3/4 inch cap, I could just screw it on there and fix it. And I'm trying to teach this man right here. Socorro, say hi. Hola.
Hola.
Trying to teach him how to use his head for something more than a hat rack. Because right now, he just likes putting hats on. So, I asked him, how do you close it up? He said he don't know. This is what I'm going to try. I can let air in and out. Make sure the points work. I can see if the compressor works. This is what I'm going to try to get in there. And I think I can do it. I'll let you know. Okay, we got a valve stem tool that you put valve stems in with. We've got our bent whatever plug, reducer, adapter, 3/4, whatever. Hold this right there, so right on that vise. Watch your fingers. Okay, we open this up just a little bit. We're gonna catch that down there. Trying to close it up. Now, people, have common sense about this. Don't try to put 100 pounds of air on it, which it very well could hold 100 pounds of air. But the compressor is set up at 40 pounds. So there it is. It's not pretty, but it's in there. We're going to try it and see what happens here. This gauge ain't moving at all. So we don't know how much air is in it, so we're going to double check that gauge with this. Go ahead, Score. ¿Cuánto air? Nada? Nothing. That thing should have a few pounds in it anyway by now. So nothing. And the gauge is saying nothing. So I was assuming the gauge was wrong, but you know what happens when you assume. So let's tear into the compressor. It's broke. We can't break it no more. Okay, I took top of it apart. Here's 4 bolts. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. There's a hole over there. That must be the intake. There's a hole over there for the output. This gasket looks fine here. This has got to come off somehow. And this is what I think might be messed up. Basically, it sucks and comes in here, and when it pushes out here, and it's supposed to close this. But like this is open right now, so if the intake stays open all the time, it won't never make pressure because it's just pumping up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, pushing out here. Which, you know, all this to me is common sense. Air comes in, goes down. The piston pulls it down, which makes a vacuum, which this opens and comes in. It can only open one way. Well, when it starts pushing, this one's the one that only opens one way. It don't open this way, it opens this way. So it blows out and this locks back into place. I've got a sneaky suspicion this thing got real hot because it wouldn't shut off. It ran for about a solid 20 hours. And I believe some oil got up in here and got cooked and held one of them valves open. And that's what screwed it up. I think if I can find where it's at here, I'll figure it out. But I'm fixing to pop this top off, and we're going to look at the piston and look at the back side of these and see what's going on. Okay, here we go. Here's the piston. Just like I thought, there's a little wear on it. I mean, the thing's probably 15 years old. You can see oil and grease and grime and grit and all that in there, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. It's going to have that. You can see it's nice and flat. That's the difference between this and a small engine. But you can also see when this goes down, the hash marks are still in the sidewall. That means there's nothing wrong with the cylinder or the walls. 99.9% of the time, there's nothing wrong in there because you can still see the hash marks. Right here is the problem. There's two problems actually. This right here, whatever that is, I'm pretty sure that's the exhaust. It's cooked. It's stuck. You see that? That's in the intake side. Little pieces of the spring. I'm gonna have to take this part, clean it up real good, and I'll put it back together. I bet money it works. And it's not gonna cost us nothing to fix it. We might have to do something here, but it's gonna be very minimal. I'll show you when I get it apart. Okay, I pulled the first one apart. It's this clip. This goes first. That goes down in there, like so. Then this spring, but guess what? It springs in two pieces. And then this flips over on top of it. And then this goes on top of that. Spring broke. And it's broke on both of them. It's broke on this one too. That's the spring. That was the intake side. Yeah, that was the intake side. This is the compressed side. So I'm gonna have two broke springs. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix. Start thinking. How am I gonna fix it? I'll figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna try to show you this one as I take it apart. That. Then you got this. I've got to flip it over to get it out. Take something here and push on it. This one is not broke. That's the pieces from the other one. Okay. So this one can go right back together. No shit. Okay, I had to go back and look at the video. That one's put back together. I put it back in there. It's fine. And that was the intake side. Oh, that's the exhaust side. Okay. So this one, I need a spring for. So that goes in first, like so. Then I need a spring, and then that's going to go in like so. So I need to find the spring. So we'll see what we can do. Okay, I work on small engines. I do not work on air compressors. With that being said, spring. I kind of like that because I use it. It's a tool. All these are probably going to be a little stiff. That one's all the way together. I could take my torch and heat it up. And this one here, I think we're going to try this. Even though it don't look anywhere close to what that did. Let's see what we can do with this. This is a trigger out of a steel weed eater, is what it is. It's the spring for the trigger. It's designed to be used like so. I'm going to look around and make sure I don't have anything else, but this is probably going to be our victim. Okay, we still got it. I just bent it all to hell. That's all. Now I'm going to take my dikes. See what I can do here. Hope you can see something. I'm going to take my dikes. I'm going to cut that there. And I'm going to go a little past circular. I'm going to cut that there. And now you see what I've got there. Hopefully y'all can see that. I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to get my machine, my tool here, and put this back in. It's too far, so I'm gonna have to, okay, lock it in place. Seems to be working. Hopefully y'all saw that. I don't know, but that now seems to be moving up and down. This seems to be moving. That seems to be moving. Let's put this thing back together and see what happens. I mean, just for shits and giggles. Now, everybody's going to complain that I did not clean this surface. I did not wash this down, but watch this. Trapple. This is all I'm going to do. It's a compressor. We're not working on an airplane. We ain't got nobody's life at stake. We ain't got nothing. I mean, you see there. I'm going to wipe this down like so. Everybody thinks you got to be a rocket scientist to do this job. You wipe it down. I mean, there ain't nothing on that rag. You wipe it down. That's all you're gonna do. Or that's all I'm gonna do. Wipe it off, okay? Try to get some of the grease off of there. That's all I'm doing. Hold that. Okay? That goes like so. Okay, we got it back together here. We're gonna try it out. Plug it in. Well, something happened. I think it got to its cutoff. It has blowed the power on. We have too much power going through too many extension cords here. So we'll have to go turn the breaker back on and get back after it here in a minute. Okay, here we go. We're going to plug this back in. Now that we're over here close to the wall, thing was heavy, had to get the forklift. I'm gonna plug it in here and see what happens. So now you know, if you just think about it a little bit, it don't have to be perfect. None of this has to be perfect. It'll work. It'll do exactly what it's supposed to do. They'll do whatever, real easy. Just don't take everything so seriously. The stuff's tore up. It's going to be tore up. You can either throw it away, or you can take 5 minutes and look at it and figure out how to fix it. And don't worry about buying parts from the manufacturer every time. Now, sometimes you have to, but a lot of times, anything will work. I guess I should make a video on how long the valve pin's going to stay in there. It just kicked off. It set at 40 pounds and it kicked off at about 40 pounds there. So, and you can tell the points are kicked up on it. So it shut off on its own. I can start it back up by releasing some air pressure right here. That's in case it gets too much air in the tank. It'll blow that off instead of blowing the tank up. Kick it back on here in just a second. As long as I didn't burn nothing up. Which I'm pretty sure I didn't burn nothing up. It goes. It'll come right back up. It shut back off. get the